Hello everyone, how are you all? Hope you all are well. This is Dr. Manish Patel and you are watching the video practical series of osteology, in which previous video we have discussed the introduction of the skull. Today we will going to discuss the study of the skull from above, that is norma verticalis. Okay, so let's start. When we see the skull from above, here is the look of the skull from above. So you can see the shape is roughly oval. It is narrower from front and wider from behind. The bones that we can see in this view are the frontal bone, the two right and left parietal bone, and the upper part of the occipital bone. So we can see the four bones: frontal, occipital and two parietal bones. The sutures that we can see in this view, here you can see this is the suture between two parietal bone and the frontal bone. So this is runs coronally. So the name of this suture is coronal suture. Then you can see the suture between two parietal bone. So this is the sagittal suture. This is the sagittal suture. Behind you can see another suture between two parietal bone and the occipital bone. This is the lambdoid suture. So these are the three sutures. In 3 to 8% individual, one more suture, fourth one, is also present. Whenever it is present, it is just a continuation of the sagittal suture over here. It is present over here, which divides the frontal bone into two parts. It is present only in 3 to 8% individual, and the name of that suture is metopic suture. So total there are 4 sutures, out of which 3 are always present, and the one, that is metopic, is present in 3 to 8% individual. Now these special features, this C shape or dome shape of the skull is called cranial vault, and the highest point of the cranial vault, highest point of this view over here, this is called vertex. So this is cranial vault and this is vertex. Now you can see the coronal suture and sagittal suture meets over here. So the meeting point of coronal and sagittal suture is called bregma, but it is in adult skull, while in newborn skull this is the site of location of membranous gap. In newborn skull, if you feel over here, it feels like a membrane or gap which fuses at the age of 18 to 24 months. After that it become like this, but till 18 to 24 months you can feel a small soft gap over here where it is called anterior fontanelle. Anterior fontanelle allows the growth of the brain in the newborn in anterior direction, and also it helps in overlapping of the bones during the normal vaginal delivery, so that the bone overlapping will decrease the size of the head and it will easily come out through the vagina during the normal vaginal delivery. So these are the two clinical importance of the anterior fontanelle. Same way as anterior fontanelle, here you can see this is the sagittal suture and this is the lambdoid suture. So the meeting point of these two, this one is called lambda in adult skull. But same as anterior fontanelle, here also in newborn skull there is a gap which is known as posterior fontanelle, and it fuses at the age of 2 to 3 months. The clinical significance is same as anterior fontanelle, means it allows the growth of the brain and also the overlapping of the bones over there will decrease the size of the head and facilitates the easy vaginal delivery of the head. Then comes parietal foramen. So here you can see these are the two foramen present over 1 and 2 over the parietal bone. Here you can see in the better way in this skull. Here you can see these are the two parietal foramen. They are present over the parietal bone and known as the parietal foramen, which transmits the emissary vein. Emissary vein is not a specific name for any vein, but any vein which connects the superficial veins of the skull with the deep veins of the skull is called emissary vein. So it is one type of the connective vein. So it passes through this parietal foramen. Now here you can see this is the maximum convex area over the skull. This is known as parietal tuber or parietal eminence, and this is the most common site for the fracture over the skull. Parietal tuber or parietal eminence. Now the area between two parietal foramen, over the sagittal suture is called obelion. O-B-E-L-I-O-N, obelion. The next feature is temporal line. Here you can see it runs from above zygomatic bone, it runs over the frontal bone. It goes like this. Here you can see this one. It turns like this and ends over here. This is the temporal line. This line is called temporal line. There is no clinical significance, but it is the demarcation which shows the attachment of temporalis muscle. यहाँ से यहाँ तक temporalis muscle का attachment है, वही दिखाती है, nothing more than that. Okay, so these are the special features of the verticalis. आप उसको पैर में याद रख सकते हैं. Vault, vertex, bregma, lambda, or you can say anterior frontanel, posterior frontanel. Then parietal foramen, parietal tuberans, obelion and temporal lines. Okay, so that's it for norma verticalis. See you in the next practical video. Till then, goodbye. And if you like this channel, hit the like button, press the subscribe button and bell icon and share it to your friends. Thank you.